everyone, it's Mrs. O'Brien, and we are ready for our second mini lesson on writing reviews. So just a really quick review from what we did on Monday and Tuesday. We learned what a review is. We learned some general categories that we can do a review on. Then I did some brainstorming on some specific ideas that I could write a review about. I chose one. I chose the Cheesecake Squishy. You can see it here again, Cheesecake Squishy. And then I started planning my writing. So now we're going to take this planning, this graphic organizer that we have, and we are going to write. And I have some different papers that you can write on. And this one might look a little bit different than one that you've used. This is specifically for a review. And this paper, you have a space to put your name. You choose what general category, book, movie, game that you reviewed. I actually had to write in a new category because there wasn't a toy. I rated it, and then over here is a space for you to draw a picture for it. And then you start writing. And I'm actually going to write on a couple sheets of paper. So I printed out a piece of paper that looks like this so I could have a larger piece of paper. You can write on multiple ones like that, or if you don't want to or don't have the ability to print out these papers, then you just use a lined paper. Just use lined paper, any paper that you have, and you can write on that. So let's take a look and see how we're going to turn this into our writing. And the first clue for you is that each one of these boxes is going to be a new paragraph. And we like for a paragraph to have more than one sentence. So this that you've written down can be one of the sentences in your paragraph. Maybe you're able to turn that into 2 sentences, maybe even 3. But we're sort of striving to have more than one sentence in our paragraph. And I'm going to show you how I've done this. So I put my name here. You can see I drew in my toy category. I just drew a circle. You can draw a circle. And I rated mine with 4 stars, and I have not drawn my picture yet. I maybe will go back and draw that later. Maybe you like to start out with drawing it. So I'm going to start by turning my opinion into my introduction paragraph. So in my opinion, I said the Rainbow Cheesecake Squishy is one of the best squishies available. I said almost the same thing in my introduction. I wrote it a little differently, but that's just up to you. You can write it the same if you want. So I say, I believe that the Rainbow Cheesecake Squishy is the best squishy out there. I put an exclamation point because I'm really excited about it. And I want my reader to know how excited. So I'm going to let my punctuation help me let the reader know how I'm feeling. I'm continuing my introduction. I've added another sentence. I have many different squishies, but not a squishy like this. So I decided to give the Cheesecake Squishy a try. So I just added another sentence to let the reader know why did I even want to do the Cheesecake Squishy? Why did I add that? So now it's time, that's my introduction. Now it's time to turn reason 1 into my first supporting paragraph in my writing. So I say, let's take a look back over here. The Cheesecake Squishy is extra large, so there is more area to squish. So in this case, I actually turned this compound sentence into 2 simple sentences. So I said, the first reason I like the Cheesecake Squishy is that it is so big. Because the squishy is extra large, there is more area. I have to continue on to my next page. There is more area to squish. And I just sort of forgot, so I wrote up there, but you don't have to. One thing I want you to notice in this paragraph, I'm going to point it out in every paragraph, and I'm going to even highlight this, is I said the first reason. Okay, I'm going to highlight this for you. And do you remember that's a transition, right? So I'm transitioning with, sometimes it's a transition word. In this case, it's a couple words. Transitioning from my introduction into my reasons. And I want to transition into that. Okay. Now I'm going to look at reason 2. It's my reason 2 that I have here. It is colorful, which is relaxing and also makes me happy. That's my paragraph number, my next paragraph. And here it is up there. Now notice, ooh, what's that space? That's my indentation. And every time I have a new paragraph, and it's up here, I indent. That's the space I leave that lets readers know that I have a new paragraph. So we see my indentation. Oh, there's a new paragraph. Another reason I think the Rainbow Squishy is so great is that it is colorful. I love all of the pretty pastel colors. They are relaxing to look at and they make me happy. So let's point out another transition. There's my transition from one paragraph to the next, from one idea to the next. Let's just go back and look. I said it is colorful, which is relaxing and also makes me happy. So here I decided to add a little bit more, and I said it's colorful, and I added the pretty pastel colors. That's something I added. Okay, thought number 3, reason number 3, it is soft and extra squishy, so it relaxes me when I squeeze it. But the most important reason that I like the Cheesecake Squishy is that it is soft and extra squishy, period. When I squeeze it, it helps relax me. So there's my transition, right? And now what's the last thing that we need to do? The last thing we need to do is that we need to ask our readers to take action and restate an opinion. So we're going to write this together so you can see how I'm doing that. And I'm going to restate what I said here. I think the Rainbow Cheesecake Squishy is a great squishy to have in your collection, but I'm going to do that in more than one sentence. So I'm going to say, I think the Rainbow I can't fit it all on one line, so I've got to do that. Cheesecake Squishy is great. Ooh, exclamation point. I'm really excited, just like I was really excited in the beginning. Now I really want to maybe recap for them why I think so. I'm just sort of saying the 3 reasons why I think it's so great. I think the Rainbow Cheesecake Squishy is great. It is extra large. It is extra large. See, I said that here. It is colorful. It is colorful. And it is soft. And it is soft and extra squishy. So I just, oops, sorry guys, my computer does this sometimes. Okay. So I just sort of recapped the 3 main ideas of each 3 reasons or each 3 paragraphs. And then my last sentence is going to tell them what I think they should do. And what I think they should do is add it to their collection, right? That's what I said here. I think everyone should have it in your collection. I think this is a great squishy to add to your collection. So if you're reviewing a book, you might say, I think you should read this book. If it's a movie, you might say, I think this is a great movie for you to watch. If this is a game, I think this is a great game for you to play. Mine's a toy, so I said, I think you should add it to your collection. Now, this is what we're striving for. We're trying to have more than one sentence in each one of our paragraphs, right? And the way that we're deciding what to put in each paragraph is we're really looking at these and turning each one of these into a separate paragraph. So we're going to work on that on Wednesday. We're going to work on that on Thursday, and if you're really struggling and you need some extra time, then you can spend Friday doing that too. And if you have any questions, then you can ask me in morning meeting or you can send me an email. All right, bye guys.